Hello, everyone. So, today I want to talk about this little movement. I believe this is little thing that I believe that if you're a hustler, if you're somebody who's really trying to achieve your goals and really trying to get to it, this will benefit you the most. So, it's called cash and credit heavy. I'm not the first person to mention this. If you know other YouTubers like Peterson, you've probably heard about this as well. So the whole movement around getting credit and cash heavy is not just so you have a bunch of money and good credit. It's so you have capital. You have something that you could build off of. So the reason why you need to stack up cheese, I say at least stack up 10,000. So depending on what your needs are, first you have to calculate what you're going to put in the emergency fund. The emergency fund is always going to be the thing that is prioritized over everything. Because the thing is, if you hustle, if you go out and try to get that thing, if you fail, you need some money to fall back on. So what you need to do is you need to go calculate your needs. It's not your wants, your needs. So vehicles, gas, any expense like eating, how much do you spend every month doing these things? And calculate that for a year. Okay, let's say I spend 6,000 in a year on needs. Correct. So what I'll do is maybe I'll save up 6,000. So that's a year worth of needs. So if I lose a job for a year, I have that money to fall back on. If my business doesn't work out or bring me what I need and I'm continuously investing in it, what I'm gonna do is I have that emergency fund to fall back on just in case unexpected things happen, my car doesn't work, or life just has a bunch of unexpected happenings and things that go on. So first, prioritize your emergency fund. That's how I would go about it. First, you prioritize the emergency fund and you make sure you have enough to fall back on. Now you need to double up. So you already have the 6,000. The 6,000 is not for you to touch because that's for emergencies. Now you have to build up the capital. I say build up around 10,000. To make big moves and other things like real estate, you're gonna have to have way more capital than 10,000. But we have to start small. First, focus on making your first 10,000. And while you're making that first 10,000, ask yourself, what are you going to do once you receive it? Because the fact that you're already putting the work in to get that 10,000, you'll already have the 10,000. If you believe that it can be in your hands, it's going to be in your hands. Okay? So with that, what are you going to invest your money in? This is not the time to spend your money on clothes. This is not the time to go club. This is not the time to go party. Because the thing is, once you receive the capital, this is the most pivotal moment within a hustler's life because it allows you to position yourself. Where do you want to be? Whether you want to be in real estate, what do you need what you have the capital to invest within that thing. A lot of people they don't understand that money is an energy. Of course, you have to respect money, but you have to understand money is equal give and take. If you want to elevate, you're going to have to spend a check. You're going to have to spend some money, man. You're going to have to spend some money. And that's why also having good credit is good as well, because sometimes you might not have the capital that you need. So in order to position yourself properly, and I tell this to everybody I know, do not take a loan out on something that will never bring you a return. That is one way Americans mess themselves up. Why are you taking a loan out on a car? If you cannot afford the car, don't buy it. Because you want to know what's happening? Yes, the car is helping you get places, and the vehicle is providing transportation, all these other things. But the thing is, you took like a 3K loan out, but the car's not bringing no money back into your pockets besides work. When you could have invested that money in real estate and then had that money coming in passively through your estates, through your tenants, through the signatures, all these things can allow you to put yourself in the right position. I tell you this is rule number 1. Always stay humble and always stay hungry. Always make sure you help those in need. Always make sure you give. And I had to learn this the hard way. If you don't want to share, if you don't want to give it, it's going to be taken from you regardless. So you might as well give it, because when you give, you'll receive. And that's a spiritual thing. That's a spiritual thing. Always remain humble as well, because yes, you ran up 10 bands, but that doesn't mean that you can't lose it like this. That doesn't mean that you can't be like that person you laughed at. It doesn't mean you can't be like that homeless person on the street. Just because you have it now doesn't mean it's going to be there later. So remain humble, because the humble will be exalted. When you're meek, you're humble, God will exalt you. The moment you're prideful, pride comes before a fall. You will fall. You will lose everything. Another thing, no flexing. Don't let people know you have money. Do you know what generation you're from? Do you know what society you live in right now, boy? Don't put a target on your back, and don't put yourself in a position to be used. Understand when to say no. I've gone broke a couple times because I couldn't say no, because I was trying to help other people. You have to know when to say no, because takers do not have a limit on how much they take. They will take everything. 2, what are you prioritizing? 3, what are you prioritizing? Make sure you're building good habits. Because the thing is, if I'm drinking, if I'm kissing Mary Jane, if I'm doing things that take away from me, what am I gaining from these things? Yes. And it's like that in everything in life. If you really look at it with spiritual eyes, you'll understand that everything in life is give and take. Even the small things, it's giving and taking. So you need to wonder, okay, through this interaction, what do I receive? And you need to prioritize what you want within your life, because whatever you allow in your life is what's going to manifest, grow. Whatever you put your time and attention into is going to grow. You put your time and attention into bad things, you're going to grow bad fruit. You put your time and attention into good things, you're going to grow good fruit. Same thing when you grow a garden, you don't take care of it, there's going to be thorns. Oh, and my mentor, shout out Mr. P. Yeah, shout out Mr. P. Shout out Jay and Mr. P, actually, because they two of the hustlers who put me on this. When you make it, don't get lazy. When you make that amount of profit, when you make that amount of income, whether you envision it within your mind, don't get lazy, bro. Keep getting hungry. Because the moment you get lazy, the moment you think you could take a break, oh my God, bro. You don't know. That's really the moment that's going to propel you. Take time to yourself. Make sacrifices, bro. You might have to make sacrifices. You might not be able to go out. You might have to put in long shifts. You might have to be up studying. You might have to, oh yeah, I can't hang out with you today. I got to go look at this marketing plan that I'm going to do. That's what comes with the game. This is a journey. You're going to fall. You're going to fall. But if you stay consistent, persistent, one day something will stick. And that thing that sticks is the thing that's going to lead you to success. I'm telling you, you might see me now and you might see that I'm not nothing. I might be nothing in your eyes right now. But give it some time. Everything I told you will become true. So with that understanding and that knowing, if you believe that what I'm telling you can happen for you, I tell you, go pursue it. For the next 5, 10 years, keep your eyes on that goal. Not for a year, not for 2 years, not for 3 years. You won't see your fruits. Give it at least 5 to 10 years. 7 is the sweet spot. 7 is the sweet spot. Prioritize getting cash heavy so you can make the moves that you need to make in order to position yourself and your family in the right setting. And people might say you're greedy. People might say you're selfish. And that's what comes with it, because people don't understand. You got to stay down till you come up. Don't try to shine too early. And don't try to grind to the point where that's your whole life. Always develop that balance. Always know how to handle and manage things. Always take care of yourself as well on the grind. Don't neglect yourself. Make sure you're taking care of yourself. Understand when it's time to sacrifice. Understand when it's time to not. Analyze your bad habits and change them. This came from creation and elevation. We want to elevate spiritually, mentally, and financially in every aspect of our lives. Nothing can hold us back within this world because we desire to be what we want to. So if we have that desire, if we think and believe we can be that thing, we are already that thing. I'm out.